Hello, I'm wbz-tv meteorologist Barry Burbank. I have your forecast for the rest of this day and the last day of April tomorrow and the first few days of the brand new month of May coming up. Quick review of April and looking at some of the high temperatures we've had through the month. Well, including today's 50s, that makes 13 days in the 50s, 10 days in the 40s for high temperatures. We had one day in April when it didn't get out of the 30s. We've had 4 days in the 60s, and yesterday we made it to 70 degrees on the button, so there's one day we got to 70. We'll be lucky to make it to 50 tomorrow, actually, for the last day of April. So that's the April temperatures. How about this summer? People have been asking, what's it going to be like this summer? Are we going to have a hot one or not or whatever? Well, over the last few years, just like we do put out the winter forecast, I've been putting out how many days I think it's going to hit 90 in Boston over the last 4 or 5 years, and been pretty much on the button. Last year I forecast 14. We ended up with 12. The year before, forecast actually 22. Lucky guess, I guess. It ended up with 22. The day in a couple of years before that, 2014 was the year we didn't get many 90-degree days at all. In fact, people were complaining it wasn't a hot enough summer. Well, what would you like? Would you like a hot summer? I'll talk about this and have my forecast for the summer coming up a week from today on Sunday. Anything but summer today is we have this whirlpool of cold air. It's a pretty big pool, well-entrenched pool of cool air coming over us. It's unstable air. It's going to produce the showers and cool weather here today and tomorrow. And then this is going to be shoved eastward. Systems are going to be moving along and transitioning. So then the jet stream takes up a different configuration to allow the warm air to really flood in here for the second half of the week. In fact, it's going to happen on Wednesday, even though Tuesday will be the transition day, getting up to 70 by the end of the day. It's Wednesday when we'll have low to middle 80s, but along south-facing coastal areas, you get closer to this water down here with the wind coming up out of the southwest. It's going to be cool, upper 60s and lower 70s from Newport, over toward New Bedford, over toward Hyannis, only 69, probably in the low 60s in Chatham and 55 at Nantucket. That's for Wednesday. The pollen report, well, we're just kind of floating around in moderate zones here for the next couple of days, almost down in the low range thanks to some cleansing showers in the atmosphere. But then by the time we get to Tuesday, it starts ramping up again, and then we'll have high levels of pollen, the tree pollen, of course, with maple, juniper, and elm being the main allergens. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with a lot of wind, those are going to be very high pollen count days. So for today, it's mid-50s, but it may spike up to the upper 50s to near 60 later this afternoon, assuming we get a little bit of drying and a few breaks of sunshine happen in between the passing showers. And then all this warmth which is happening over the nation today will be expanding northeastward, so we are going to get some of that. We're not going to get cut off the pass this time around. This time we will get some of those high temperatures along about Wednesday through Friday. This system here has been cranking around, and yesterday actually produced thunderstorms in eastern New York State. It weakened overnight, and then this morning started picking up steam a little bit and intensifying, so we've been getting some showers going on by, and briefly that comes down a little bit harder, but nothing that's going to be lasting a long period of time. So it's sort of off and on hit and miss showers through the afternoon hours. These little spokes pinwheel on through, and we get occasional little breaks of sunshine this afternoon. We clear out briefly tonight, perhaps, with the big full moon happening. The full pink moon it's called. And then tomorrow, a few more of these showers rotate across the area as the upper level low spins right over us with very cold air. If it came down actually hot enough in spots, it could be snowflakes mixed in tomorrow in some places, especially out in the Worcester Hills. And then we get into the clearing trend coming up. We may have some leftover clouds early on Tuesday morning as this whole thing sort of spins around, digs down, and then all of a sudden, whoop, there it goes out to the east, and we clear up. So how much rain? A few tenths of an inch of rain by the time we get through this by late tomorrow, and then it's dry weather the rest of the week. Again, that full pink moon tonight may be visible in spots, especially southeastern Massachusetts, where it tends to clear up the most. And we go down to the upper 30s and lower 40s for low temperatures by dawn. Tomorrow it's only up to about upper 40s and lower 50s. That's how chilly it is going to be. You'll take the rain gear to Fenway Park this afternoon, off and on showers. I think they will get that game in, but there could be a passing shower at any time. Still a little bit damp tomorrow night as the Royals will be in down tomorrow night and also Tuesday night, but Tuesday night's game will be in much better shape. It's going to be kind of cool for tomorrow night, that is for sure. Here we go for the next 7 days. And it's quite a remarkable switch here from the cool weather we have tomorrow to the transitional day on Tuesday to the simmer of summer here Wednesday through Friday. Just remember, south-facing coast will be much cooler with that gusty southwest wind. It actually is going to turn more humid later in the week, so it's really going to feel like summer. and that higher humidity may trigger a few showers or storms, especially farther north and west of Boston. That's your forecast for now. You can watch WBZ News tonight at 6:30 and 11 o'clock. And if you want, you can see it at 8 o'clock on My TV 38. Have a nice rest of the weekend.